4 key players from the World Cup winning squad are making their way back to the Springbok fold just in time for the year-end tour. Coach Rassie Erasmus has named a 34-man squad for the tour, and it includes some big names that have been sorely missed throughout 2024. Damian Willemse, Andre Esterhuizen, RG Snyman, and Franco Moster are all set to return after overcoming injuries, and that's news we can all celebrate. Willemse, who hasn't played a single test this year due to a finger injury, is back to make his first appearance for the Boks in 2024, and he's not alone. Snyman, who's been battling a foot injury, and Esterhuizen, coming off a shoulder injury, are also back in the mix. Moster, who fractured his leg earlier in the year, is another powerhouse rejoining the squad. Together they bring not only skill, but valuable experience as the Springboks prepare to face Scotland, England and Wales on their end-of-year tour. It's been a tough year for injuries, with stars like Sasha, Salman, Steven and Lud ruled out of the tour. But despite these setbacks, the squad is packed with talent and depth, something Erasmus is well aware of. The depth we've built this year has been impressive, Erasmus said. 49 players have featured for us in 2024, and it was difficult to narrow the squad down to 34. There are definitely some unlucky players who could easily have made the touring squad, but now that the squad is set, it's clear that the Boks are gearing up for some epic challenges ahead. With Sia Kolisi leading the charge, this group is ready to take on the Northern Hemisphere giants, and as Rassie pointed out, the competition is going to be fierce. England, Scotland and Wales are all ranked in the top 11 teams in the world, with England being the highest at 5th. But Erasmus and his coaching staff are ready for this final push in 2024. The year-end tour is always a tough test because it marks the end of our international season and the beginning of theirs, he said. The Northern Hemisphere teams play a different brand of rugby to what we face in the Rugby Championship, and it's always a good challenge to see how we match up. Erasmus is also confident that the Springboks can rise to the occasion, especially with the return of key players. We're excited to see what impact RG, Franco, Andre and Damian will have on the field, especially after missing out on the Rugby Championship. We all know what a workhorse Franco is and the quality that he adds to the team, and Damian and RG have made a strong statement with their performances in the URC. Erasmus is under no illusion about the difficulty of this tour, acknowledging that both the opposition and the conditions in the Northern Hemisphere will test his team in different ways. The conditions up north are always a challenge, but we're ready to build on what has been a rewarding season. Winning the Rugby Championship was a big achievement, but that's history now. The reality is the opposition will be even more motivated to beat us. While the Springboks have enjoyed success throughout 2024, suffering only 2 defeats by a single point against Argentina and Ireland, they know that finishing the year strong will take everything they've got. We've experienced firsthand how the home crowds up north lift their teams, much like our passionate supporters do for us, Erasmus added. We're going to need to be at our absolute best to come out on top in these matches. But it's not all about the pressure. Erasmus takes comfort in the fact that many of his players have had experience in the Northern Hemisphere through the United Rugby Championship. A lot of these players have already travelled up north for the URC, and that's going to help them adjust to the conditions. But international rugby is always a different beast, and we know it will take a massive effort to win over there. So, Springbok fans, what do you think? With the return of these big players and the squad's deep pool of talent, are you confident the Boks can wrap up the year in style? Can they continue to prove themselves as the best in the world? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Green and Gold Army News to stay updated on all things Springboks.